Some of those BC and then becomes don't make sense. Make sure you subscribe to that notification bell so you don't. Well, y'all already know those B4 reaction. Mama for lifers out there. Hope you guys are having a blessed day. They got Bandman Kevo, Mr. BBL himself, Mr. Get a Ninja Turtle body. Went ahead and decided to speak on why CJ So Cool went broke, which he is part of the reason. Because he's the one that allowed CJ So Cool to go ahead and go to Miami with him and act out a fool on royalty and have a girl that he so happened to know in the past, him and Big Folk. And she's the one that ends up alone in the room with CJ So Cool. And I have my own theories on that, but we'll wait. Let's get right into the video.
One of the biggest reasons why like CJ's So Cool like fell off bad because after him and Royalty had got into it or whatever about the kids, which was really his main source, his only income, literally. The man only income was dealing with kids, right? So if somebody takes the kids away from you, they automatically take over 75% of your income from you, which you are used to making. That's first of all. Second of all, if you turn around and then you start getting loans on money that's not there and you're not good with money management, you're going to automatically fall off. You know what I mean? That's the reason why, you feel me, he fell off real bad type shit.
Let me just say it like this. CJ has never been good with money. He literally has rented houses that had a plethora, and he was lucky enough to get out of those situations. And he never truly purchased a house, which he had enough money to do so. That is bad money management. And Royalty didn't like the way that he was going, so she was already up in arms about that. But when they started getting into it about the cheating and other aspects of him going to Miami with this guy, things took a turn for the worse, and then he decided to listen to them as if that was going to work. He should have been encouraging him to get back with Royalty rather than beef with Royalty. Because people was like, man, screw it, just get some more kids instead of saying, get your family back.
But that's what's so crazy though. You got to know how to manage money. You got to definitely be surrounding yourself with the right people, man. Most of the people that come around you will be like fake haters and
Yeah,
fake, you know
you.
what I mean? And when I came around, he was damn near asking me, like, man, bro, you know, I'm fucked up right now. You think I can get a loan and this and that? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what you mean? Like, type shit. So when I got around him, he had met this guy named Big Al. When he got into it with Big Al said he worked with a company or whatever that can get him loans on his YouTube channel and this and that. And he was like, man, bro, what you think I should do? I'm like, shit, I don't really know. That's on you. If you can afford to pay these people back, shit, do it. But at the same time, since one of your biggest YouTubers go broke, it's crazy.
It is.
Now, if we pay attention to everything, like I said, dealing with the kids, you got to think about it like this. You got three kids by one girl. She takes all the kids away from you. This your only source of income. Me, I say, man, won't you just find some other people who you can use their kids or just go to get around a lot of kids to make money. But instead, you try to do this relationship.
What sense does that make to get around some kids and make money? It's the chemistry he had with Royalty's kids. CJ So Cool to be their father. It was a family dynamic, a family channel, not random Disney kids or Nickelodeon kids. This is actually a family. Even though those are his step children or whatever you want to call it, they were still a family. So getting random kids wasn't going to work. You actually advocated for him to separate from royalty, which was the stupidest thing on the planet. You wanted him to live a bachelor life. That's why he went and got that stupid condo apartment, whatever the case may be, and the other crap. He continuously flopped listening to people like you. You cannot make this up.
Relationship goals shit with Lexi. You know what I mean? You try to buy your daughter back in from Indiana. You know what I mean? It's just people not catching the vibes like how they caught the vibe the first time with them.
Now, check this out. The relationship goal with Lexi thing, we already know that wasn't working. People were not feeling Lexi from the get go because of, basically introduced to the channel, seemed like she was a call girl or some, high end call girl, carpet girl. And then obviously her just overstepping her boundaries has created even more of a, you know, plummet in the channel. But he literally flew Kamari to Vegas, not because he loved her like that. Not saying he don't love his daughter at all, but he wanted her out there so basically he can try to revive his channel. But Nike wasn't having it. She wanted a piece of it. And she still had hope, because he was messing with her when he was with royalty. But she sold her daughter for that PRP chain. Now, if CJ spent $100,000 on the chain and it's only worth $7,000, just imagine what her chain is worth. I mean, you can't even make this up. But CJ tried with that other girl with his daughter, that one that's from the LGBT community, and the other one, and that didn't work out. That's why that girl ended up beefing with Kamari because he just decided to go in a different direction.
Then you're taking these big ass loans and they're scamming the hell out of you. You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to pay it back, so you can't really afford to pay it back. So you damn near stuck trying to like figure out, damn, should I change my name or what? But at the same time, man, like I look at it like I feel like he can get straight. The nigga just got to get smart because it's a lot of ways to get right in his field. But if you're not mentally there, you gonna fall. You feel me? That's the only bad thing. You're gonna fall hard when you have to, especially if you're competing. Now, if you're trying to compete with people and you're trying to be in competition with everybody, that shit only gonna hurt you because a person like me ain't doing bad. You know what I mean? And if you're trying to compete with all your friends, that's the thing about him. He don't want nobody to pass him up. Even people he worked with, D-Lo and all them. I feel like the nigga never wanted D-Lo to, like, he was in, how you in tune, how you like in competition with a nigga you got working for you and don't want this nigga to do. I used to hate them type of people growing up. Like, it'd be a person you with, but they don't want to see you with more money. He one of them type of niggas. Don't want to see you do better than them. Don't want to see you dress better than them. Don't want to see.
Now, that situation with D-Lo is obviously just chaotic because originally CJ said that it wasn't nothing. He just, he decided to do his thing and I did mine. He tried to make it appear as it. Then he said that D-Lo stole from him, that he made investments, on Robinhood, that he didn't know how to make investments, which is weird to me because if you're that rich, you got all that money, hire a professional, somebody that's a stockbroker, somebody that can literally, you know, have you actually learn the ins and outs of shares and bonds and things that, but no, you don't want to learn that. You want to just give people money and hope for the best. What kind of stupid? You like CJ really is a kid if you really think about it. He's mentally unstable. He's emotional, and it just doesn't. He doesn't appear to be a leader. He's like a person that wants to be the king or the boss, but he's not fit for the position. He's not fit for the position, so he ends up self promoting himself.
Your car better than them and shit like that. So I feel like when we came around him, you know what I mean, we just seen things but we ignored it. Like as far as like okay, this nigga is just, I guess he just like this. I don't know what the fuck. Like, but if, like, let's say if I go buy some mirrors or something, he'd be like, man, I gotta get those mirrors too. Or I go get a new chain. He'd be like, I gotta go get a new chain too. So I'm not the type of person. I don't give a fuck what you get. If you go get something, I'm not trying to compete with you guys. You know what I mean? Like if y'all go do something, I'm like, damn, that's what's up, bro. You got a nice car. I've never been like the type of nigga that'd be jealous of what you got going on. That's why I'm blessed. I've never been a person that'd be like, oh damn, bro, why you ain't tell me you was gonna go get all of my mirrors, man? I gotta go get all of the mirrors. I've never been that type of person. So that's the type of person he was. And when you're trying to keep up with a person that's making all this damn money, it's gonna be kind of hard because you're on a loan. I'm not on the loans. You know what I mean? And when I was coming around him, like as far as if I land a deal, like let's say if I land a big deal, he'd be like, man, why you ain't put me on a big deal? Why you ain't do this? Or why you ain't do that? You know what I mean? And I'm just like, bro, everything is not about you type shit. So I'm looking at it like to be honest, I was never mad at bro like at all. I just know that he the type of nigga like, okay, for instance, when I did the high speed, The nigga texts me like, man, bro, you did the high speed in Miami, bro, and all my fans are looking at me crazy because they think that you're crazy. And I couldn't even believe that lame ass shit. I was like, what? Like, you feel me? So it's kind of like, and remind y'all, I know all the man business, and I never even got on the internet and spoke about that. The business that y'all would want to hear, I don't even speak about it because it's deep as hell, right? But it's a lot of weird shit that
But to be honest with you, you did a high speed chase from the police. I mean, you can't sit up here and say that and that was weird. Nah, you got to think about the fan base that he has. That wasn't weird or strange for him to say that, what you did was redundant, was stupid, was obscene. He had a right to speak on that. That wasn't weird. I don't think shit like that is weird. That's him trying to protect his brand from an individual who is just acting like a degenerate.
I'm pretty sure even CJ on 32s probably know about the nigga deep down business that he probably don't speak on. But at the end of the day, like I look at it like with bro, it's like if people pay attention to it, he's just like a big kid or whatever. You got to damn near hold his hand with shit, like, cause he don't understand nothing. He don't know nothing. All he knew, even like we went to California back, but about 3 years, 2 years ago or something like that. Man, a nigga couldn't even make no food. He like, yeah, but man, royalty usually cooks for me, and royalty usually washes my clothes, and royalty holds my penis when I piss, or some shit like that. Like, you're like, bro, would you stop talking about this lady gang? Like, you steady, like, you're so dependent on this lady, folks.
Let me tell you, all the way until this damn day, he can't keep royalty name out of his mouth because center is what keeps him going and what motivates him. Royalty and the kids. Now, of course, that is just straight up ridiculous as a grown man not being able to cook and not being able to wash your own clothes, not being able to, do the things that's a necessity in life. And that has been shown that it is true that CJ doesn't really know how to, truly run a household without someone around. That's why he's keeping Lexi mom around at this moment.
Like, so it shows that a person, if a person gets a $2, $3 million loan or a $2 million loan, or whatever, and you need your girl to do everything for you, how the hell are you going to be able to pay this loan back? How do you have the independence to be able to pay the loan back? Period, though. Like, you feel me? If you need this girl to do everything, so that's how I look at that shit. Like, everything has to make sense with me. I get $6 million, $5 million. I'm not finna go rubbing in his face and try to do this and try to do that, and like, he's that type of person. Like, man, I'm about to go do this. Oh, like, I say I'm finna go get it. Let's say if I say I'm finna get this, he's like, oh man, damn, I need to go get. Do they got a better one than that? Or do they got like, bro? I'm not trying to compete with you. You go get the car. I'm gonna be there happy for you. But he wasn't. So some niggas will kind of get tired of that shit. They'll be like, man, this nigga is like. You'll push somebody to the breaking point of like, man, this nigga really is like, I can't keep hiding this nigga a hater though, low key. You know what I mean? So he was kind of just like that on some. Like I said, there's a lot that a nigga can really speak about that shock people, but it's kind of like to the point where like he was only for himself, even with the girls, even with Lexi, and bro ass just gotta stop worrying about females and really stay focused on what he supposed to be focused on. You know what I mean? That's what it really is about. You know.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, like I said before, CJ needs to really reevaluate. He needs to learn that just because people give you advice and tell you, something doesn't mean like Big Al that it was beneficial because if you give a fool money, why you think there's a freaking, you can say like back like a stigma when it comes down to lottery winners, right? Majority of them go broke within 5 years. Because just because you give a person money that's an idiot or a simpleton, it doesn't mean that they're going to be able to hold on to it. A fool and his money will soon part ways, what the Bible says. So with CJ, him getting that loan was stupid, especially without royalty. Like I said, some people are a match made in heaven. And since he separated from her, it continuously went downhill. And that's really just what it is. And if you allow people like Bandman, Kevo, Big Al, Big Folk, all these people around you to take advantage, And then you want to look at the people that was in your corner that could have took advantage of you but didn't, like CJ on 32s, who you became jealous of because you inspired them. Just like if you inspire somebody, that doesn't mean that they're like watching everything you do as if they're jealous. No, they're trying to copy the pedigree and then pay homage like CJ on 32s did. But she became jealous of the Padawan who became the master. Let me know what you guys think about in the comments, man. I'm up.